John Wilson.
As I said before, every one of these headstones has a story. This is a headstone of Squire Richard McHeffey.
We got to clean it up some, but,
yeah.
So what's the story on him, John?
His parents came to, they were amongst the Sable Island people who were rescued off Sable Island and brought to Halifax. They were sailing from Ireland to Pennsylvania when their ship was involved in the storm, and they were rescued. And his father became one of the tenant farmers out in Windsor Forks, about where the Daniels properties are now out there. And they came with, basically they lost everything. They just came with the clothes on their back. And in one generation, they owned 1,000 acres. They owned property from the Avon River to Pontic Lake. And when he became a member of the provincial council, and Squire Richard McHeffey, and his father was a tenant on the farm which they eventually bought, and then he had tenants on his farm, and he actually gave a little piece of his property to Thomas McDonald, who set up a blacksmith shop on the corner of their property, and that little piece of property was where I grew up.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? So I was just there picking apples at Phil Daniels's.
Yes.
That's the John Daniels farm,
yes.
and the Charles Daniels. All of them were part of that.
That's all part
of that land grant or
yes.
whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was some story about the Saxus Gale and the Avon River taking and changing course.
There is a story that since McHeffey owned to the river, the lots ran to the river, and I'm not sure, but I think it was the Saxby Gale. The river changed, and about 90 acres was moved from Windsor Forks side over to the Falmouth side of the river. That was part of the McHeffey lands. So he takes his buggy and goes over to the Falmouth side and claims this piece of land. They reminded him that their land deeds ran to the river. And you know where it was, right?
Yeah, I do. And we've done this where the river is the base of Landing Hill along Dyke Road. That's where the river used to run. Yeah. And then bang, she swung like rivers do. They swing back and forth, swinging back and forth. Then the next thing they find a shortcut and cut across and go
way over to Oak Island.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's cool. So here it is, right here.